Hello, YouTubers and all those who happen to watch. Hope you're all doing quite well. So, I've got my manga collection in front of me here. I'm actually going to be putting this back in the box I had it in originally after I'm done recording this. But most of this is stuff that I've accumulated over the years, stuff I was interested in, just sort of said fuck it after a while, and I was just like, I ain't going to bother fucking collecting too much more of this. Though, at the same time, I wouldn't mind owning the complete series for Rurouni Kenshin, which is located right up there. But again, what can you do? So, with that bared in mind, the first one I want to show off here is actually called Battle Angel Alina, Latina, or Alita. There we go, Alita. The first one here is Rusted Angel. I have 1 through 3 at least with this this Battle Angel series. I actually got acquainted with this with it was like a torrent, where I downloaded the whole movie and ended up watching this little, it was like either a series, like an episode, or I don't know what it was. It was like a movie or something. But it was actually pretty good, and it was a dark style to it, which was nice. And I only have 1 through 3. I'm not sure how many are total of this, but again, it was pretty good, what I've at least watched of it. So there you go. Yeah, that was 1 through 3. Now, I like this primarily because I just dig the style to this. Now, again, this is sort of me pulling out of the... Let me show off the last one. This one I have here. This is Battle Angel Alina: The Last Order, which is the some spin-off series, I believe, or spin-off of this thingy. I only got part 3 here, volume 3, and that was it. Like, I never bothered to get 1 through 2. They're probably cheap now for all I know, but it's actually a pretty good style. Really cool stuff. Like, I read this, even though it was sort of, I missed half the story of what was going on in this one, but what can you do? So, alright. Now, I got volumes 1 through 3 for the Magic Knight Wrath, and I really enjoy this one. It's really cool. They had a Japanese, I think it was Japanese only, but it was for the Super Nintendo, I believe. Or was it Sega Saturn or Sega CD? I think it was Sega CD I played it, actually. Yeah, it was Sega CD. It was like this RPG, which I got introduced that way, technically, through this. And all people are like, oh, you didn't look it up yourself, you fucking idiot. You know, like, right in their face. So, basically got introduced that way, so I went back and looked it up. Ended up being a series, and I liked the storyline so much through the game, I ended up wanting to read the whole story to release this, even though it's technically more to it, because there's more volumes, I believe, out there somewhere in the wild. So, ended up picking up all that. Now, I got, this one's like an off one, so it's probably just a second edition or something of that nature, but really good reads. I dig the characters. I mean, yes, it's a little bit more girlish, per se, but it didn't bother me as much as it was girlish. I mean, it was entertaining because of the whole lore and everything was good. So, I got all 3 of those. Really cool artwork overall. I believe these come with, I think these came with, like, not bumper stickers, the hell was it? Book thingies, but can't find them. Oh well. Basically, moving on. I have no intentions to actually buy any more of this series. I'm probably not going to, period, which I'm not. And that, of course, is DanVanDam. I got this really cheap, and that was generally it. It was just, my friend at school had it, and he was like, oh yeah, I'll give it to you for like a couple bucks. So, I ended up buying it like so, and therefore that's how I got it. Basically, how he sets up his book was he pretty much put this plastic binding over it so that way it doesn't get damaged. Clever idea, actually, using this like plastic over it so it keeps it protected, which is a clever idea. So, that was that. Now I got a couple, actually I got 1 adult book, which I'm actually going to cover up with a piece of paper, so you're not going to see anything dirty. But, what is it? Rurouni Kenshin's volumes 1 and 7. I don't have the rest, which is sort of very depressing. I watched this a lot on Cartoon Network when Toonami had it up on there. But I read vague elements of this in different installments via online, but now I just actually want to own this eventually, because this is actually what my haircut's actually based off of. It's actually Rurouni Kenshin. So I keep my hair long. I like how it looks, and I sort of base my personality off Rurouni Kenshin. If anything else, even though he isn't necessarily an introvert with a collection that almost wants to kill him. Basically, there you go. I got volumes 1 and 7, which really cool stuff right here. I might actually try to eventually get every single volume, at least for Rurouni Kenshin, because I like it that much. Hopefully it's cheap. So, let's see, let's grab this one. I'll grab these chunks. Now, I can't believe I actually have this. Ugh. This is Gravitation. I can't even pronounce it, doesn't fucking matter. Read it, it's pretty much a yaoi book, so I'm not really going to ever read past what I got out of this. I was terrified after. After reading, I was like, ooh. It's pretty much, that's more for chicks, but I was just like, it was like a couple bucks at like a dollar store, so I was like, fuck it, why not? I'm disappointed I did now. So, I got volumes 1, 2, and 4 of this. This is the all-new Tenchi Mayo series here from Manga. Really good books, actually. Pretty interesting reads. I like Tenchi Mayo, so that's why I initially bought it. So you have this one. I have volume 1, volume 2. Oh my. Oh my. And volume 4. I'm going to jail. But no, got those, I think it's affordable or fair price. That's why I got them. The next one here I have to actually censor, but bear with me. That's why I very carefully moved it. It's very risque, is the book. Because I think it's my first technical... see, I would like to show the name of the book, but I can't. Oh boy. Alright, there you go. I think this will censor it enough. But the book is called Love and Like, which is, it's like I'm jacking off over here. I'm like, no, I'm actually trying to carefully lift this up. But, got this one right here. Got it really affordable too, that's why I necessarily got it as well, and that's the only reason why I got it, because that's why. There, the paper of censor. Whoa. Nose is itchy as hell. So the last two books I got here was actually because a girl recommended this to me, so that's why I picked it up, and I was just like, what the fuck is this? And that's Erika Sakura Zawa, which is The Aromatic Bitters is what this one's called, and it's an interesting book. My keyboard tray is about to fall over here. Basically, it's an interesting book. It's not anything I would highly recommend, but it was alright from what I read of it. It's basically, it's more, mature conversations than anything else. It's really not anything too extravagant. It's an alright book, though. And the last one here is actually a book, again, I got really cheap, and I think this is the one that had the bookmark. Yep, it had the bookmark. Got it from Walmart for like a couple bucks, so that's why I picked this one up. And of course is Card Captors, Sakura, Master of the Clow, which is his volume 4. I had to double check because I didn't look at that before I picked up the book. It's a decent book. I mean, I don't have a problem with Card Captors. It has interesting concepts to it, but I won't buy any more of these though, because I just don't want to. But yeah, I'm probably gonna not really collect too much more mangas, period. So, that's all there is to it. So, with that beared in mind, I'm probably, the only ones I'm ever gonna get probably is Rurouni Kenshin, and that's it. I'll probably try again, who knows? Who knows? Who knows? But yeah, I got this book right here, which I'm not picking up again to show you. Got it because it was cheap, and I was very curious. So, that's all there is to that one. I'm going to jail. So, anywho, take it easy. Thank you all for watching, and take care.